This is going to be insane. The BeamNG Monster Jam drivers that did not advance to the World Finals head to the Atlanta Last Chance event at the Atlanta Motor Speedway for one final chance to make it into the World Finals in Las Vegas. The floor is huge here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway with basically no out of bounds. That means these drivers can go as big as they need to make it to the World Finals. With it being their last chance to make it there, all is on the line here at Atlanta. We'll see which of the 18 advancers to the World Finals as BeamNG Monster Jams come out next from Atlanta.
It's about that time, so put it up, let's get it on. Made it this far, time to show the world is number one. Pull it up to the line, let's do it. Anything in my way, I'm running through it. I watch the lights and my hands are sweaty. I hear the people screaming, so you better get ready. Cause when it drops, I'ma take the shot, rock the spot, make it hot. Cause it's about that time. It's about that. It's about that. It's been a long time. It's about that time. It's about that. Cause it's about that. It's been a long time. It's about that time. It's about that time. It's been a long time. Yeah. It's about that time. It's about that. It's about that time. It's been a long time.
It is time for insanity at the Atlanta Motor Speedway in Hampton, Georgia, but it's going to be insanity unlike what we've ever seen before at this racetrack. I'm Joe Rokowski. Alongside me, it is Trey Bardo. And Trey, we're used to seeing stock cars race around here, but they've thrown in dirt in the infield on the front stretch, and we have a massive course to freestyle here in the last chance event at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. The winner goes to the World Finals in a few weeks' time. Take us through what you think the drivers will have to face here today at Atlanta.
Joe, do you see how big this place is? I mean, this thing's huge. You have so much room to do anything you want out there. You can drive on the pavement if you want. If you want to be a stock car, go ahead and do it. I mean, it all works out in the end, but this place has so much room for these drivers to do whatever they need to do to either get the air, get speed, or save the truck. I just can't wait to watch what happens.
Yeah, it's going to be the best of both worlds. These ramps not only designed for longevity, but also in terms of height. Because there's no ceiling, these drivers could go very, very high into the air. This is going to be incredible. Not only is there a lot of room, both length and width rise, but there's also room in terms of how high up you can go. So we'll be able to see some massive air, some big jumps, and they have so much room, as you mentioned, to get around here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway in Hampton, Georgia. It's going to be a fun event. The winner goes to the World Finals. We'll see who it is as we go take a look at the field of trucks here at Atlanta. Kicking us off, it'll be Alien Invasion and Nathan Baird. In Black Stallion, it's Jonathan Buford. And in Blue Thunder, we have DJ Reed.
It's Alexander Rowe. Octonator has Connor Anapol. And in Iron Outlaw, it's Bronson Minnick.
Then we have Scarlet Bandit and Roberto Crown Jr. In Jester, it's Matt Moso. And in the Code Red truck, it's Pringle Man.
Mohawk Warrior, it's Nonagon Scott. Lucas Oil Crusader has Dirty Boyden. And Soldier Fortune is Cletus Jeffries.
And then we have Overboard Will Graymont. Then the teammates of Raminator, Keyshawn Richardson, and Raminator, Samet Oskin.
In Obsessed, it's Logan Williams. Titan has Josh Things. And in Hot Wheels, it's Mathis Wells. Well, Joe, are you ready to come to Atlanta and watch these trucks fly on this track? It's going to be first out. It's Alien Invasion, Nathan Baird, and you got to think, Scully be a little bit nervous here to be the first truck out, especially on a track this big.
Yeah, do you think he's going down the length of pit road to see all of the options he has to kick off his freestyle? Because it is huge. He went down the whole pit road right there. Now he's going to come around, turn around. His 90 seconds is going to start right there. And it's going to be huge air to kick off the 90 seconds.
I have a feeling we're going to be saying that a lot here, watching these trucks go on this track, Joe.
I think so, and I mean, especially with the World Finals on the line, Trey, these drivers are going to go massive all throughout this event because they know you have to win. Second place, points don't matter. There's no points. It's all about the win here tonight. That's good. That's what's going to make this event so special with how big these obstacles are and what's on the line for these 18 drivers.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think about it. You know, they already have the pressure of, you know, they got it. They have to win to make it to the World Finals. So if you end out your run early, I mean, that's just, it has to be devastating for these drivers.
And this is a nice succession of jumps right here. I mean, it all leads one to another. That was a nice wheel right there. He combos it up a little bit right there, gets onto two wheels, and he's only halfway through the run, so he has to keep going this crazy for another 45 seconds. He has to definitely be feeling the pressure of being the first driver out.
you know, normally we talk about drivers getting lost on a smaller track with a lot of obstacles. Considering how big this track is, and I mean, there's not really that many obstacles as you can fit out onto this track. So you got to think that these drivers might get lost. Well, look at the huge air off of that. Holy cow, he's going to bounce it right over top of that little single jump there. But I was just saying, you know, these drivers could get very easily lost with just how much space there's. Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's going over backwards. He's trying to save it. What a great job.
What? How many times so far this season have you seen trucks get stuck on those crush cars?
A lot, and luckily for Nathan Barrett, he's able to save it and ends off the run over the bus stack with a wheelie into the car stack.
Oh, there it goes.
He's flipping over onto the front stretch. But Trey, that was about as good as you could get for the first run out at a track where really no one knows what they're able to do on this track.
Yeah, I mean, he did everything he needed to do. He first truck out, first truck to fill the time, so that's always a plus thing. I mean, yeah, he did a great job doing everything. Hit as many jumps as he could, and right here is what ended out his run. And makes me kind of wonder if you know, this might hurt a little bit more considering he went straight onto, you know, pavement.
Yeah, that definitely would hurt. There's no kind of cushioning of the dirt right there. We'll see what the scores are for Nathan Baird in the Alien Invasion. That's a nice score to kick us off at 26. Now remember, though, there are 4 judges in this event, so it's out of 40, now out of 30. So there's not just 4 points to work with. There's still 14 points behind for these 17 drivers. Next out, we have Black Stallion and John Buford.
See what he can do for his first obstacle. He's going to go for the back of the single jump, I guess you would consider. What is this? What would you consider this?
I mean, that's just kind of like a succession of ramps, right? Just kind of, we have one on each side. We have one right here, and then there's one on the other side near pit road. So it's basically the same thing on both sides. I don't know what you would call it, but it's kind of like those like rolling jumps like you used to see back in about the 90s at the tracks, the early 2000s. It's kind of those ramps, kind of like a throwback right here. As it looks like he's going to the other ones on the other side.
Got a lot more air off of that time, but no, yeah, I mean, they're very well, that was a weird way to get a wheelie out of that. That was also really close there to hitting the what would that be? What, pit road wall? Yeah, that would be the pit road. I should know this, Joe. What? I don't know what I'm talking about.
He's going to go over. There's 2 obstacles that are just kind of down there by themselves. You have a bus stack and they have that little dirt obstacle. He's about halfway through the run. John Thibby for first one to go and venture down that area of the course.
You think any of these drivers are going to use the track to their advantage to get a little bit of speed? Look at this wheelie. How far is he going to carry this one out? Oh, I thought he was going to go a little farther than that.
Oh, he just gunned it for the car stack. Huge air off of that. He's nearing the final 20 seconds for John Thibby so far. It's been a solid run, just like what we saw out of Alien Invasion and Nathan Baird going crazy here as he's trying to go over the obstacles so far, keeping it going straight. He's all over the place. And wheels off.
No. I didn't like the way that truck was bouncing around as much as it did, and then it finally, something broke on the truck. But
look how fast those doors are! Oh my gosh!
You think he's a little dizzy right now?
I think so. He's still going with just 3 wheels, crossed around obstacles, and he's gonna flip it over on the pavement, and he'll come back onto all 4s. Unfortunately, I don't think that save was scored for Jonathan Buford, but it was still an interesting way to end out the run, and we'll have to see if that's enough to take the lead from Nathan Baird in the Alien Invasion.
I was still impressed with how fast he was spinning right here. I believe this is what ended up leading up to it. You can see just how rocky that truck's getting from all the jumps being so close, and right here's going to snap it. It almost looked like it broke before it even hit the ground. That was a little strange. But I mean, like we've always said, the only thing you can do when you break a wheel is put it in some cyclones. And
he did just that, went really fast, kind of like a stock car, except in circles. Well, in tighter circles than they would normally be going. And then unfortunately for John Thibby, he ends up on his lid, coming off of some obstacles. This was not in time. It was after the 90 seconds was over, and it came back onto the 3 wheels. It's a score of a 23-5, so Nathan Baird still on top in the Alien Invasion truck. John Thibby for the 23-5 for the second truck out here in Freestyle. Well, next out, it's a coincidence that the first 3 trucks are in alphabetical order perfectly. Alien Invasion, Black Stallion, Blue Thunder, but now it's DJ Reed out in Blue Thunder. That's just how they were in terms of points. Somehow it was the first 3 trucks in alphabetical order that were in alphabetical order.
Oh, that's kind of funny how that one ends up working out right there, isn't it? But we'll have to see what Blue Thunder can do being the 3rd truck out. He's learned a little bit from the first 2 ones, but, you know, he still has a lot to learn about this track, considering that I don't even think half the jumps have been hit so far.
Yeah, I mean, normally one of the criteria for the judges' tray is hit all the obstacles. I don't think that's possible in 90 seconds here, so I think that criteria is going to have to slide away a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely have to agree with you that one. I don't think it's...
Oh, no!
Oh,
nice save!
Nice save!
That was a great save for DJ Reed. On top of a mound, too.
Yeah, that I don't know if that mountain helped or if it didn't really matter at all, but I mean, hey, I guess it counts as saving it on top of a jump there, so that works out pretty well. That was a weird bounce there, but I mean, he was able to get a slap hoot out of it, so nicely done by him. He's going to hit one of the odd ramps of it.
Oh, no! Oh, my gosh. Luckily, I don't think anything's broken. He can still go on in the final 30 seconds.
I think he thought that was a little steeper than it actually is, so didn't really work out for him, but at the same time it did. Nice air off the bus stack over there. He's going to get a wheelie out of this as well. Not really. 15 seconds remaining, Joe. What does he have left?
He's going for one of the backflip ramps. There's two of them out there. Not enough rotation.
Oh.
It's hard onto the ground for DJ Reed and the Blue Thunder. Some time left on the clock, unfortunately, for DJ Reed, but it was a good run up until that point. It just did not look like maybe that's one of those backflip ramps where you have to carry speed into it, and unfortunately, DJ Reed was the first to find that out.
Right here, though, this save, I mean, right on top of the mountain. That was a hard landing, too, there. Nothing really soft about that at all. Just kind of plopped down on the ground. Very nicely done, though, putting it back on the all-four BKT tires.
Fortunately, that was not the hardest hit DJ Reed took as we look from the pit road camera. As just up in the air and not enough rotation. It looks like you're going to need to carry more speed into that. That's hard down right onto the roof for the Blue Thunder and DJ Reed. It will move him into second place, but once again, second does not matter, unfortunately. It's a 24.5 for DJ Reed. Still our first struck out, Nathan Baird and Alien Invasion on top. What can Alexander Rowe and the Hook do to try and stop him? We'll see as he comes out on to pit road and kind of just going down and maybe waving to the people on pit road.
Yeah, it's I mean, you got a lot of track to go here, but first he's gonna take it nice and easy over that. I guess you can consider that a tabletop right there, and he's gonna combo it up with the smaller version of it. Very nicely done.
I think he was trying to keep it off the asphalt right there, but had to get on it to save the truck, and now he's gonna turn around here. And where's he gonna go next? Looks like to that car stack. Oh my gosh, it happened again, Trey.
It did. Is he gonna be able to get off of it? That was the real question. He does. That's 2 times so far. Truck's gotten stuck on 2 different car stacks. He's going to go onto his side. Wow, that was just a really bad sequence of events right there for Hooked.
Yeah, that was not what Alexander was planning for sure. He was definitely planning to get over those cars the first time and not have anything go wrong the second time. Nice air there. Carried into a little bit of wheel. He's going to take it slower over those crushed cars, and luckily the cars don't grab him that time.
I mean, you really... He just went through the Monster Energy sign. Sorry about that, Monster Energy. But, you know, the thing about this track is that you really don't have an out of bounds. I mean, you got the pit road wall on one side. You got the actual wall on the other side. So, I don't know if you can really stretch the limits. Oh, no. Watch out for the wall.
Wow.
Well, usually we see pit stops happen, but I don't think he was really planning to do that right there.
How long would it take to change one of these tires? Probably a lot longer than a NASCAR pit stop. To the backflip ramp he goes, gets the rotation, but it's too much on landing. And it's up over backwards for Hooked and Alexander Rowe. That's a tough break.
It definitely not how he wanted to end that one out, but I mean, he had a good run going for him. He had the momentum, some nice moves and everything, but sadly, the backflip ramp has claimed 2 trucks so far.
And in kind of 2 different ways. That one had, it looked like enough rotation, but ended up being too much rotation to bounce off the front tires. There's a save off of the car stack. Great job saving the truck right there, as he had a lot go wrong on that side of the floor, and they came over to this side to those kind of rolling jumps and just kept going one after the other. And finally, this one sent him up into the air, down hard onto the rear, and into a barrel roll onto pit road, and landed, looks like, in pit stall 17, Trey.
I mean, I don't think I'm going to be one of the guys to change a tire on that one. It's a little too big for me.
Yeah, you might need more than one person to take that tire off. And then here's the backflip, and yeah, it just bounced off those front tires in a weird way.
Yeah, it kind of looked like he tried to break it to slow the rotation down, but it slowed it down way too much, and it ended up causing him to flip over in the end.
It's going to be a 25 for Hooked and Alexander Rowe. That's second place, still a point behind Nathan Baird. First truck out, Alien Invasion has done a great job keeping the lead so far. What can our first truck from the Central Division do? It's Connor Annapole and the Octonator out next. He's going to go right away to the car stack, and that has massive air to kick off.
It's crazy how tall these jumps are made. That was a...
Oh no! Front flip back onto the wheels and another wheelie!
Oh my goodness. Did he did another one!
What is happening, Trey?
One. Is he done?
Trey, what?
No, he's not!
He's still not done! Maybe now he's done.
What? So, hold on. Wait, so it went from big air to slap wheelie, to another slap wheelie to a front flip
to a slap wheelie,
sky wheelie,
slap wheelie, slap wheelie, slap. I mean, oh my gosh! Now he goes. Oh, another wheelie. Let's add some more. Oh, and another one.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I think he's just doing this on purpose.
Half
now.
of his run has been wheelies, Trey. He's already halfway through the run. It's all been wheelies.
I mean, I would consider those power wheelies. I mean, if you think about it, he's not really getting any air. He's just hitting the brakes, slamming it back down, and throttling up. That's crazy.
Yeah, this truck has a lot of power behind it. Connor Annapol definitely mad that he's here and definitely mad that he was the lowest of the Central Division drivers. So he's taking it out on this course, and if he could keep this going, Trey, we might have ourselves a new leader.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if we did, but I'm going to say it. I think he needs a wow factor in the way of a save or a backflip or something like that. I mean, the wheelies were cool, but he needs something else.
What about that front flip that he had at the beginning? That's a weird leap right there. He gets onto a little bicycle, but he saves it. Clock is expired for Connor Annapol in the Octonator.
We'll have to see what the judges think. He's not done yet. Well, he might be now.
And now he's done in the Octonator truck. But that was an impressive performance, and I want to see that whole sequence of the wheelies in these replays because this is going to be amazing to watch.
All right, so one.
A wheelie, front flip.
Into a front flip.
Which amazingly came back. And then led him onto that, which set him up perfectly for a wheelie.
That's number 2.
And then he puts the wheelie down to get a sky wheelie.
That's number 3.
Puts that sky wheelie back down, hits the gas for a 4th one.
He's going to carry this one over top of it. He's going to hit the brake again. Throttle right back up. Mark that number 5.
Oh my God. And then over that mound and a 6th one.
That's crazy. I don't even know 2 in a row were possible, let alone 6.
And then right there to end out the run, not scored by the judges. That was after the 90 seconds, but he ends up on his lid after the van stack. We'll see what the scores. And Trey, it is enough by a massive amount. It is a 31 for Connor Annapol in the Octonator. He sits now in the hot seat, but there are still a lot of trucks left, including this man, Bronson Minnick in the Iron Outlaw. What can he do to try and get the lead to try and advance his way into the World Finals?
Well, following out a man who just did 6 wheelies in a row, what do you think Bronson has to do? Oh, not that!
Wow.
That could have turned out a lot worse than what just happened.
That could have been a whole lot worse, Trey. That I was thinking he was going over first hit. We would have seen 5 seconds off the clock only.
Wouldn't have been the first time this season.
No. Maybe it would have been the last, though. He's going to gun it out right there. Huge air off of that stack as he lands it down pretty nice. He's going to combo it up with some more huge air.
Hey, I mean, that's what this track is built for. Combinations moves of just huge air after huge air. Really got to hope these trucks stay together, though, if you're on the teams.
Yes, but these Juke Stream Racing guys, they know how to build a truck pretty sturdily. So I would not be surprised if this truck stays together, if it gets put under a lot of pressure over these 90 seconds. Now he's halfway through the run, still 45 seconds remain, so he still has time to get some more moves in. That was a nice sky wheelie right there over what looks to be a little bit of a step-up obstacle.
You know, whenever you watch these trucks turn around on this pavement, you got to be careful because it's not like dirt. You know, the truck's not going to slide; it's going to grip, and when that thing grips, it could possibly go over pretty quickly.
It could. He just had a little bit of a wheelie succession of his own. He's going to go to try and be the first person to complete a backflip today. Not enough rotation, but it does complete. That counts as a backflip in the judge's eyes.
Hey, it's always good to break that curse of that backflip ramp. So congrats to him for being the first one to do it with about 7 seconds remaining. Though, what else he's going to do is going to combo the wheelie up over the bus stack. What a move that was.
That was. I think he touched the rear wheels on the bus. Time expires. I don't think that will count in the judge's eyes, but it was a solid run from Minnick, who almost ended it on his lid, but did a great job saving. Unfortunately, that was not in the 90 seconds, but it was still a very solid run. I don't think it has the wow moments like we saw out of Connor Annapol, but it was a very solid performance for Bronson Minnick.
Yeah, I got to totally agree with you with that one. We'll have to, right here, you know, as you said, he did the backflip, but just not enough rotation, but luckily it bounced right back onto the wheels, unlike that it was hooked who over-rotated it. So good job there from Bronson.
Then we'll see this final hit as he airs it out, not in time after the 90 seconds completed, landed it down hard and got onto 2 wheels. And look at this save, Trey. Wow.
Wow, I don't know how that thing didn't break.
And nothing broke somehow on that Iron Outlaw truck. We'll see what the scores are for Bronson Minnick as they come in into 27. That puts them right now into second place, but Connor Anapol's run just too strong for Minnick to dethrone, so it's still Octonator on top. But now, I feel like this happens every week, Trey. It's Minnick's teammate, Roberto Crown Jr. and Scarlet Bandit out next.
I was gonna say, how many times now have this team followed each other out into the freestyle event?
Yeah, well, quite many, and they're going to do it once more, and Roberto Crown Jr. hoping he can one-up his teammates. That's a wheelie, and look at that move, Trey! That was amazing up the step-up!
I'm speechless right now. That was something different, and he's going to follow it up with another wheelie right after that.
He's going to turn it around here, sort of into the grass, trying to cross-thread that obstacle. It's not really made for cross-thread, though. It looks like he had a hard time getting over it, but luckily it did not flip the truck over, because that was a very dangerous move right there, and that's a little bit dangerous as well.
Wow, that was worked out a lot better for him than I thought it was going to. That's the thing.
Oh
no! Oh no!
What a save!
Save! Oh my! I was gonna say that's the thing about these little triple jump sections right here. You know, if you mess up one and you get out of rhythm, it's gonna send you straight into that other one, and it could end your run very quickly.
That was a nice wheelie right there. Roberto Crown Jr. Huge air off of the backside of that bus stack. Roberto Crown Jr. definitely trying to attack and maybe in these final 30 seconds go for even more to try and defeat the Octonator of Connor Anapol. Back over the bus stack with more nice air as he nears the final 20 seconds of this run. Another little bit of a wonky wheelie right there.
See what he can do now over that.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness, he just stuffed it into the back of that ramp.
Look at that wheelie though off face. Oh my gosh, this has been so impressive. So technical as well.
I mean, I don't even know. I just want to know how this team builds these trucks for it to withstand the amount of force these things take. Right there, he stuffed it again. Sky wheelie! It's going to combo it up? No.
That was a nice way to end out the run, though. Once again, I don't know if it has the wow factors like we saw out of Octonator, but that was a very good performance from Roberto Crown Jr., maybe his best of the season, and it came at the right time. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's going to be enough to defeat the Octonator truck. We'll have to see what the judges think, though.
Yeah, very true here. We'll have to see what they saw, what they liked, and what they didn't like. But right here, onto a side off the trying to cross-thread the bus. Look at the smoke pouring out of the exhaust. And put it back down.
That was a great save for Roberto Crown Jr. It's going to be a 27-5, so that puts him into second. And Trey, the teammates might finish near each other again because they are half a point apart. So kind of ironic right there for those two teammates. It's next out. It is not Hooked. That's Jester in Matt Moso.
We'll have to talk with the, production people about that one here. So it's all right. No, it's still Jester. That's all that matters. He's getting caught up on the backflip ramp there. That was a little weird.
That was a little weird. He kind of carried that wheelie into the backflip and didn't have room. He gets over the step up. That was a nice landing down the down ramp as he'll go down, combo that up. Huge sky wheelie off of that ramp down there. So getting some big air early for Matt Moso in the Jester.
You see what I was talking about right there, Joe? He was on the dirt, turning it. He hit the gas, and that thing got up on two wheels right there. So you got to be very careful with these trucks,
especially when you're on the transition from dirt to asphalt. That is a sketchy scenario to be in. Hopefully, we don't see anything happen like that during this event.
Just read that a little bit, going straight into the. We're gonna think of a name for this thing because I'm just gonna call it. I don't know what I'm gonna
Rolling
call it,
Thunder?
Yeah, there we go. We'll stick with Rolling Thunder. Right into Rolling Thunder. Nice air off of that as well. He's going to... No, I thought he was going to combo it up. Or not combo it up, but go into the bus deck there. What a what a whip around that was.
Oh huge sky wheelie right there. Lands on the back, and now he's going towards the catch fencing. And he's on his lid, and I think the officials definitely shut him down once he was in the air going towards the wall and the catch fencing because that was a dangerous scenario to be in.
Yeah, I know these are made to withstand stock cars, but I don't know about monster trucks, Joe.
Yeah, I don't know if it would have kept the truck out of the stands. It's right there. You could see the ending hit. A hard landing on the back sends him over forward into the safer barrier. I guess that's why those safer barriers are there. And ended up on its lid. It's going to be a 20. Unfortunate for Matt Moso and the Jester. That will be last place so far as he left a good amount of time left on the clock. Well, next out, it is Pringle Man in the Code Red truck. He's only the second one out from the Central Division tray, and he's the halfway mark. So you can see how competitive the Central Division was so far this season.
It's always a good thing to see, but at the same time, I mean, if you're, Pringle Man right here, you're kind of up against a bunch of new competition. You don't know what any of these guys are like. You don't know how they are to compete against. So you're kind of lost a little bit in way of, your competition. Oh, Joe!
Can he save it? What a save!
Oh, what a save! Again, what did I say, Joe? What did I say?
Man, that was amazing though. But as you mentioned, yeah, oh my
goodness,
that is huge! Air lands it down hard up onto the.
No!
I think the backflip ram helped him there.
That was I think he made that save, and he goes, "Well, whatever happens now happens."
I guess so. Over Rolling Thunder, he goes with huge air onto 2, and another nice save as he's nearing the final 30 seconds. So far, it's been amazing for Pringleman. But as you were mentioning, new competition. However, the guy he has to beat was the man in his division, Trey.
That's well, there it is. Maybe he knows how to do it then. So we'll have to see what happens. But I mean, so far, if he can keep up this craziness and momentum, it might be a little close. Oh my goodness!
Huge air, sailing the truck, lands it down nicely into the final 10 seconds. Over the back of Rolling Thunder he'll go. He wheelies it into the car stack upside down, but the clock will expire for Pringleman and Code Red. And Trey, I think Connor Annapol might be a little bit nervous in the hot seat because that was a really good run for the Code Red truck.
Is definitely going to challenge for that lead, Joe, right here. On that transition right there, you said it. The transition is definitely the sketchiest part. And right here, it flipped over from one side to the other. What an amazing save here by Pringleman.
That was incredible to see that happen and it come back onto all fours. But he was not done. Look at this air.
That's insane. I think that's the biggest air we've seen literally all season long.
And then right here, that backflip ramp kept him from going upside down, and then he still had to save it even after that.
Yeah, the height of the car stack there on the side almost flipped him over to the other side, but what a save there by Code Red. And then right here, gonna nose it right down, a little bit of a wheelie, kick it onto its side, and eventually the car or stack ended up getting him and flipping him upside down.
We'll see what the scores are. Is it going to be enough? It's going to be close for sure. It's not 1 point short, Trey. It's a 30 for Pringleman and Code Red. But now we're into the second half of freestyling here in Atlanta. Next out, Mohawk Warrior and Nonagon Scott start off the season with so much promise, Trey, with that the first driver to ever in BeamNG Monster history to do the consecutive backflips. But the season did not go his way. He's looking, though, to win this event and get his way into the World Finals through the last chance event. Huge air to start out the 90 seconds.
Tells you anything about how he feels about it. He's definitely going to give it all to get away. But yeah, I mean, what you were saying is that he started pretty much on the high of highs, making history. But, oh my goodness. I don't know how the body stayed on that. Oh no, he broke it.
Yeah, some on the front is broken. You're right. That one wheel is moving, and it might be making it hard to turn, but he's still going. But that could be dangerous with where he launched off these ramps.
I forget what I was. Oh, yeah. I remember now. But no, yeah. Started us at the highest of highs, and then his season just went downhill here. So we'll have to see. I mean, it's even going downhill right now.
Oh my gosh! Oh!
Where'd the Mohawk go?
It's on the ground over there on the right.
Oh, it is on the ground. I've never seen the Mohawk break off before.
Yeah, that's how hard Nottingham Scott hit. The Mohawk always stays on, and now it's off. As he clipped the backflip ramp going up. Oh.
Watch this landing
Watch
right
the
here.
front suspension give. Oh.
Well, if that truck wasn't broke before, it's destroyed.
And he had about half the run still remaining in terms of the clock. And it's going to be last place so far. It's a 15-5 for Nottingham Scott. Not what he was looking for in the Mohawk Warrior. It started out promising, but that broken part may have hindered his performance throughout the final about 20 seconds of his run. Now we have Lucas Oil Crusader. Where's he going?
Well, Joe, like I said, you might as well use the track to your advantages, and he's going to get as much speed as he possibly can. The real question is, how's it going to work out?
Wow.
Look at the launch!
Well, we know he likes to start out his runs big. Think, too, when we were at the stadium in Atlanta, he made 2 hits and flipped the truck over, Trey. He's lasted longer this time in Atlanta, but he's still starting out as big as he did then.
known for going big, but I mean, it's gotta hurt, being your first season, and the main thing you're known for is only, lasting one of your freestyle ones, maybe 15 seconds into it. So he's definitely wants to at least be known for something else, and I mean, this just might be the time to do it, Joe.
Well, the thing to be known for in your rookie season might be you won a clutch event to get into the World Finals. That would be a good thing to be known by. He's going for the van stack on pit road. That could lead to a nice wheelie area. But the truck kind of came off sideways, and he didn't want to get into the wheelie to not hit another obstacle. Basically, go straight to that bus stack, and look at that launch.
He's making sure that he makes the leader feel a little bit nervous. See if he can fill out this clock.
He's gonna have under 30 seconds, whipping it around right here. Where is his next obstacle at as he approaches the next set? Looks like he's going for a backflip in the Oil Crusader into it. Nice rotation, too much rotation. It's going over backwards and nothing he can do to save that one. Dirty Boyd is on his lid with just under 10 seconds left. It's not much time left on the clock, but it's time left on the clock, and he was definitely looking to go even bigger if he were to land that one.
He did everything he tried to do to make sure it did not over-rotate right here. Watch right under the front tires here. And he's on the brake, hoping it balances and runs back towards the tires, but sadly just not enough.
Yeah, and unfortunately goes over backwards. I think he was even hard in reverse, trying to get that thing to come back down, but unfortunately it did not for Dirty Boyd. It's going to be a 26-5. That puts him right now into, I believe, about 4th or 5th place. So it's not terrible, but it's obviously not the win that you need in this last chance event. Well, we'll see what Cletus Jeffries in the Soldier Fortune can do. Another rookie in the BeamNG Monster Jam Series, and he's going to look to try and start out his run because he goes to the car stack, and he wasn't even going that fast, but he still got some nice air off of it.
Isn't it crazy how these jumps are built? I mean, look at... Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
All right. Well, cool. What a second hit for his run.
And now he's going to get some more nice air. Another little bit of a skyway. Landed it down nicely right there. And where's he going to go next? Misses the signs. Turns around. Watch out for the transition. Did a great job not getting that truck caught and flipping over.
It seems like most... Oh, my goodness. What? The air off of that. I was going to say, it seems like only trucks are getting caught up from the transition on that end. But
oh, no! Will the ramp help him? It's trying to come back over. Now he's in the gas. Oh.
But not enough.
Oh, man. And Trey, there is still about half of the run remaining for Soldier Fortune and Cletus Jeffries, and that is an unfortunate way to end his season out.
That, definitely not how he wanted things to go at all. I mean... The air right here, the skywheel even, was incredible. Just a bad bounce on the back tire, flipped him upside down, and then this ramp, it almost gave him enough momentum to flip back over, but just not enough.
Yeah, so close right there. Just a few more feet back the other way, and it would have come back onto all fours. That we would have been talking about an amazing save and him trying to compete for the freestyle lead. Instead, he's going to be one of the last ones, if not last, in scoring as the scores come in. It's a 14. That's currently last place for Cletus Jeffries in the Soldier Fortune. But Trey, we're already down to the final 6 trucks, and now we have Will Graymont and Overboard. What can he do? I mean, last season he came into the Bristol Bash in Mad Scientist and did so well there. What can he do here in now the last chance event? Starting out a little bit wonky over that van stack.
If he planned that or if he was trying to bicycle a little bit, because he did get a little bit of a bicycle out of that, but don't know if he planned that. But yeah, we'll have to see what he's gonna be able to do, because he's not the happiest about being in the last chance qualifier for 2 seasons in a row.
Hey, think about last season it would have technically been the last chance qualifier if the winner from that advanced to the World Finals. So he does have, he has experience in this event, unfortunately, but it could lead to success for Will Grant in the Overboard if he can try and fill out these 90 seconds and go big all throughout. He's going to Rolling Thunder here. First time someone's gone there in a while, and he is having a wild ride over those bumps.
It kind of reminds me of, at motocross, those little rib sections. I don't know the technical term for them. We're going to call them rib sections, but the rhythm sections, that's what I'm looking for.
It is just like those, as he kind of carried a wheelie down the ramp, pulled into a nice little slap wheelie. So that was a nice move there as Will Grant's down to the final 30 seconds. Definitely needs some big wow moment after what we saw out of Connor Annapole in the Octonator, but trying to build up to it maybe?
He definitely looks like he's trying to get ready for something here. He's kind of taking it a little slow. He's going to go for the backflip. Is he going to be able to do it, though?
Oh my gosh, a hard landing. Somehow he's still trying to save it, and he does save it.
Well, backflip into some sidewalls. That's that's definitely. I think that's the first we've seen anything like that at all. Oh my goodness!
Is it gonna save? It's not going to save itself on his lid for Will Greymont and the Overboard. They did leave a lasting impression at the end of that run, but I just don't know if that's enough to beat the Octonator.
It had the ending, but I don't think it had the beginning or middle, if I'm being honest with you, Joe.
Look at the air off this backflip, though.
And look how fast that thing rotated as well. And then right on its side, I don't know how nothing broke off, but immediately into some sidewalls, and what a save.
That was an amazing save for the Overboard and Will Greymont. Let's look at this final hit right here as the truck flipped in all sorts of weird ways.
He had it good. Oh, he clipped the van stack.
And look at this. It just gripped in. Oh, my gosh.
I don't even know if he had a chance to save it at any point.
Maybe right there. Maybe, but
it.
Just the slightest bit. And obviously, he was probably dazed with what just happened. He probably didn't know where he was in the Overboard truck. As we'll see what the scores are. It should be high up, and it's going to be third place currently. So it's a 29-5 for Will Greymont and the Overboard. And Trey, this next man out won the Bristol Bash last season. So if that were a shot at the World Finals, he would have gotten it last season. What can Keyshawn Richardson do in Raminator this season?
So, we'll have to see if we know this man. He's gonna risk it. Oh my goodness!
Oh, what? No. What?
What did he just do?
I'm so confused. What just happened, Trey?
I never thought I would have seen a truck ragdoll, but I think we literally just watched a truck ragdoll.
And fortunately for Keyshawn Richardson's sake, that thing came back on all fours and didn't start tumbling.
Is that a front flip?
I mean, something.
Look at the air this man just got. He is not phased by that at all.
Oh. I thought he was going to go for a backflip right there.
I mean, I was going to say before whatever just happened. We know this man. We've seen it all season long, is that he's willing to risk every part on this truck to get the win. And he's definitely risking it all right now.
Yes, he is, Trace. He's nearing the final 30 seconds. I mean, if he can fill out this clock, Connor Annapol may lose the hot seat if Keyshawn goes big enough. Keyshawn's into the final 30 seconds in the Raminator.
My goodness. Oh, this might not work. Oh. Still upside down. I don't think he's going to do it, Joe.
Oh, no, and there's still about 15 seconds left, and the start was tremendous. Unfortunately, with 15 seconds left, you have to fill the clock normally to win these events.
I just want to see what happened again. So he launched it. He caught the top of that, flipped him onto his hood.
Wow.
Oh, my God. That was a cartwheel. That was a cartwheel in the air.
That is amazing.
I've never thought I've seen a truck do something like that, but...
Well, now we have.
Yeah, that's true.
Here,
and right here.
He went for his own version of some 180 sky wheelie or something.
Oh.
And he was still trying to save it right here. But unfortunately, it just did not work out for Keyshawn Richardson and the Raminator, and he's going for back-to-back wins in this event. It's not going to work out in the last chance event this season when it counts for a World Finals berth. We'll see what the scores are. It's going to be a 25. That's right now about mid-pack for Keyshawn Richardson and the Raminator truck. But now there's only 4 remaining, and it's Keyshawn's teammate out next. We have Samet Oskin and the Raminator.
We'll have to see if they can follow up Keyshawn's performance there. I mean, it did end early. He's definitely trying, Joe. He's yep. I think they took the same playbook.
Oh, look out! Nice save right there as he put it back down. And oh yeah, he's carrying a lot of momentum. Trey, he is not lifting out of the gas quite yet. Now he's gonna go for Rolling Thunder on the other side. Oh no! Oh!
He just destroyed that truck.
I think the whole tie rod came off the back. I don't even think it's hanging. I think it's gone.
I don't see it swaying.
Oh, well, he is going to have a hard time, Trey, controlling this truck on just 3 wheels, and the back ones don't even really count for anything.
Oh my! He's bicycling now. I mean,
still has half the run to go. So I mean, he's going to try anything he can. Oh,
how's this truck still going?
I don't know, and now it's not going, Trey. It's upside down.
Well, there it is. But yeah, I was gonna say, you think they used the same playbook?
Well, I think they tried, but unfortunately, it broke the wheel off of this one. Watch this hit. Oh, it just came right off.
It's just gliding through the end. And then this hit right here, just snapped it.
Yeah, there's the tie rod.
It fell off. It fell off completely.
Oh my gosh, that's many things we've never seen ever, and we're seeing it in this event. That just shows how much getting to the World Finals means for these drivers.
Yeah, they're definitely willing to risk it all, and it's some of them it's working out, some of them not quite so much.
And unfortunately, he left about half the run still left for Cement Oskin and the Raminator. Scores coming in at an 18, one of the lowest we've seen. But now only 3 trucks left, and Trey, these 3 all missed getting there by just 1 point. So these 3 are going to be madder than hell. What can Logan Williams and the Obsessed do?
We'll have to see if he's willing to risk it like we just saw the last 2 drivers do, Joe.
Looks like he might be taking a little bit easy over Rolling Thunder.
I don't blame him at all. When was the last truck we saw fill up the clock?
Yeah, it's been a while. I guess Overboard and Will Graymont just a few trucks ago, but before then, the last truck was Code Red, which was the halfway mark, and now we're down to the final 3. So this second half have been full of drivers going for it all, and more times than not, it has not ended up well.
Able to see if he's willing to do it. Nice wheelie. Oh my goodness, he carried that out a lot farther than I thought he was going to. I think it was the grip of the pavement, but it worked out in his favor. Onto the back of Rolling Thunder there. Nice air off of that. He's going to combo it up the entire way through, it looks like. Oh. Maybe not, actually.
Yeah, he had to be careful getting off of Rolling Thunder there because it's kind of like, getting off a roller coaster at the wrong point. You don't want to do that.
That's very true. But no, nice air there as well. That was a weird little bounce there. The back tires took. I thought something broke, but it looks good so far. Nice sky wheelie off the bus.
So it looks like for Logan Williams, he's just going to try and fill out this clock and do something in the final seconds, and I don't blame him, but he needs to definitely do something crazy. Looks like he's lined up for a backflip in the final 20 seconds into a tight rotation, but a perfectly completed backflip now into the final 10 seconds.
Doing everything he can there. I don't really think he had a very big wow factor though so far, Joe. 5 seconds remaining, so he's got plenty of time.
Whoa! No way, Trey! He just did a double front flip.
Okay, well, we're known for jinxing drivers, and I would say he didn't have a wow factor, but for once, Joe, I think I jinxed someone in a good way.
So we saw this truck last season with Zach Antazan behind the wheel, wheelied into a backflip ramp in Tacoma, but it ended out so much worse. This time he got over it.
Hey, I don't even care that landed upside down, Joe. He just did a double front flip.
Oh my gosh. Logan Williams went all out at the end. What are the scores? It's enough, Trey. Connor Annapol is out of the hot seat. Logan Williams is in with a 34, but there's still 6 points for 2 drivers. But what can these final 2 do? One of them is Titan and Josh Things.
What does he, what do you think is going through his head right now?
Well, he's going to go big, it looks like, because he is flying towards that ramp.
Did you see the smoke pouring out of that thing, just him full throttling it?
That was impressive. He's going to wheelie. Oh, my gosh!
No,
he just did a front flip! What in the world?
What did he last?
Oh, no! Oh, no. Oh, wow. Well, if this run is not the definition of World Finals means everything, then nothing is.
Okay, I was going to say, do you think these last couple guys were talking to each other and like whatever happens, just due for something crazy?
I guess so. I mean, right here, off of the first hit, he goes for a front flip.
You got a nice slap really, and then it looks just like last season.
Yeah, Keegan Thompson.
Keegan Thompson.
And I mean, maybe Josh Things took notes for Keegan. It won him the World Finals last season. Josh Things was probably hoping that it would have won him the Last Chance event.
I didn't even notice that though. When it landed,
yeah, it broke. And I'm right.
So I wonder
it broke right here as well.
Oh my goodness!
And that wasn't even the wheel that was broken to begin with. Impact, but unfortunately for Josh Things, he left 60 seconds on the clock. He was only 30 seconds in. The scores show it. It's a 14. but now there's just one remaining. It's the man who scored the most points but did not get to the World Finals this season. It's Mathis Wells, and the Hot Wheels look so beautiful under the daylight. You can see the chrome really shining through. What can Wells do, though?
I don't know. He's going to start out with a backflip, though, Joe. This is risky.
He did it.
He did it.
That's just the risk factor that these drivers are having to take now. With what he just saw of Logan Williams, he has to do that but amplify it by a few.
I mean, considering you're the last truck out, you know what score you have to beat. You know what they did in that run to get that score. Do you risk it all and just go as hard as you can? Or what would your game plan be?
Looks like Mathis Wells is maybe trying to risk it all. Gunning it. Huge air
goodness.
right there. He's completed 30 seconds, still 60 remain, but Mathis Wells definitely going big in the Hot Wheels truck, trying to make it to the World Finals.
Nice wheelie off of that. Watch out for the van sector. Little
Oh, he hit the backflip ramp. Oh my gosh, the wheels broke up his back on all fours.
Well, that's not good.
Oh
my
what?
God. What?
What? Do you think that wheel being broken projected him up backwards?
I don't know. I don't even know what we just saw.
A 4-link bar is broken, but they're still letting him go with 30 seconds left. I'm surprised they're letting him go, but they know it's all on the line. Oh, no. And about 20 seconds left, and I don't want to say for certain that Logan Williams is going to the World Finals, but Trey, Logan Williams has to be feeling good about going to Las Vegas.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, again, that's the definition of doing whatever you can. I mean, Joe, first hit, backflip.
Yep.
Who else does that?
Yeah, we don't see it often. We've seen it, I think, only 3 other times across both seats. But right here, barely clipping the backflip ramp.
And then right here, oh, that could have landed out so much worse, though, if that would have flipped backwards.
Yeah. Luckily, he was able to keep it going, and then it led to this cool move. Look at the wheel stayed on in the air.
It looks like a kickflip from a skateboard.
Yeah. Broke the 4-link bar. Normally, that shuts trucks down. But maybe the officials, just knowing how much this means, they're going to let it go no matter what.
I mean, and plus, you know, it's a bigger track, so they don't got to worry about, you know, parts flying off into the crowd as much. The right here lands right on the hood.
Look at the hood. He kicked the hood.
Oh, well, look at that thing flying. That's crazy.
It's on,
and then
it's on the front
ended
stretch.
up on the side.
The hood lands
Good thing
all the
there's
way
a
on
catch
the
fence there.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's going to be a 25. That's about mid-pack. But, Trey, that means Logan Williams with his double front flip wins the Atlanta Last Chance, and he's going to Las Vegas to compete for the World Finals Championship.
Well, I'm going to put out a little bit of a challenge there for you, Obsessed. I want to see that in the World Finals. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Well, he's going to be the first one out at the World Finals, Trey, so
start off big.
He's going to try and start that off huge right there. He's going to try and be the one to win it from first out. We'll see if he can do it. Unfortunately for Octonator Code Red, they came close along with Overboard. But as we see the rest of the results, Trey, these 18 drivers, they all tried their best for sure. But one man, Logan Williams, comes out on top. And now we have 28 trucks at World Finals in Las Vegas. We'll crown our second World Finals champion next week at Sanborn Stadium in Las Vegas. Thanks for watching the Atlanta Last Chance event. We'll see you guys next week as we go and crown a World Finals Season 2 BeamNG Monster Jam champion. Do you like some of the